Wanna. You can click the live button.
I am live supposedly with the two of you. Oh my god, my hair.
It is beautiful.
Oh, it looks like I'm from the Beatles. It gets flattened down by my hat from doing chores.
Alright. Looks like you're coming through. I can see you. I can hear you.
Huzzah. Those are both important things. You can't be sixth cool imp because there's only 5 people in here.
I mean, unless you like count Nigel in between.
Yeah, he's not even. I don't even know where he is. All right, what are you just playing at him?
It's a fancy drink. Tonight I am drinking a hot toddy with the. Can you read this? I can't.
I can't either. What is it? Demelas,
which is a distilled mead, so a honeyed liquor.
Sniff it.
What?
Oh. Let me sniff it. I don't actually drink, but I like to sniff.
You should be able to tell the honey smell.
Ooh. You know what? I don't hate the smell of that. That's kind of like, I would almost like wear that as a scent. A little bit too alcoholic, but honestly, don't eat it. Yes, indeed, a hot toddy is fitting with the snow. We are having snow right now, and it's gotten bigger. Like the flakes have gotten bigger.
Which is surprising. We got through all of October in this Wisconsin with no snow. Our first snow of the year ain't till November, but it is a lovely little snow.
Yeah, a lot of times we get snow on Halloween just to disappoint all the children. People are guessing what they're in at. 9th. No, there's like 4 people in here according to my thing, so.
You all can claim the highest or the lowest number that has not been claimed yet as your own.
True.
Gets it first.
By the way, don't forget to change to viewing the live chat, Adam, instead of
I had to refresh and it changed it back to top chat. So
yeah. Not that it really matters because my chat is pretty small usually. You live in Texas, so it's finally below 80. Oh dear. We did have an unseasonably warm fall. So it did take us a while to get, to the more usual temps, but usually November in Wisconsin is just winter. It's not fall, it's winter now. Yeah, Callison used to live in Texas. So Callison knows about that winter, that winter heat in Texas. All right, I'm going to start to doodle my first thing. You guys get settled in.
What is our theme?
Our theme is mythical. So I was thinking, like mythical animals mostly, because I don't draw people very well.
All right. And then how many do we have to do?
9, I believe.
Hello, Firelight. Welcome. Cool Imp shares. We have 11 and a half months of summer and 2 weeks of winter. You mean? And here in Wisconsin, we've got 9 months of winter and 3 months of really bad sledding. And that is actually true. My parents have taken me sledding in July before.
One time in my childhood, I have a distinct memory of snow, not that it stuck to the ground or anything, on the 4th of July. 1 year. Just.
Nope, I think we have our first suggestion of a dragon in a top hat.
I like it. Starting me off pretty easy. I like it.
All right. This attention. Already made me too hot. I must take off my sweater.
Uh-oh. Adam's stripping, you guys. Now he's doing a little dance. I wasn't prepared. Don't mind if I'm low energy tonight. The weather makes my brain go meh. Because I'm very sensitive to things like barometric pressure.
Oh. Callison is complaining because apparently I missed their suggestion.
Adam.
Tammy PS Books, is that what your suggestion was? I do not understand that comment. Scanning. Firelight does claim they have their 5.
Firelight's always prepared.
I've got live chat, okay? Firelight, I'm not on the wrong filter. I have live chat on the filter, okay? So. Oh, Callison wants you to draw your favorite mythological creature from the Tamara Pierce books.
That would require me to remember a mythological creature from the Tamara Pierce books. There are a lot of creatures that weren't mythological, a lot of cats.
I mean, but one of the cats was mythological. Wasn't one of the cats like a deity or something?
Yeah, I think wasn't oh, what's her name? I'm sorry. My brain is not working tonight. The main character from the Song of the Lioness books, Alana. Her cat was like a god or something, I think.
You could always do one of the dust devils, dirt devils.
But the only thing,
whirlwindy thing.
Oh yeah, but it's just wind with stuff in it.
Yeah, put
wind is
stuff
wind
in
is hard to draw.
Have like a wispy, spinny thing with stuff in it and a cat jumping at it.
There was a critter in some people are getting an ad. That time it didn't tell me I had an ad coming up. I don't understand how this works. Don't understand. I only knew it was an ad because I looked over at Adam's screen. Anyway, there was in the Wolf Speaker series, she had an animal hanging around with her that was, I think that one was mythical, but I can't remember what it was.
Try to Google. Coolant suggests a griffin over a witch's tower. No, a witch's cauldron.
Witch's cauldron. Those are indeed very different things.
Yeah, not that different.
They're pretty different.
Bunna says hello.
Hello, Bunny. Welcome.
Cat suggests a catsoon, a meerkat.
Kitsune? A meerkat kitsune? I don't know if that's a thing.
Kulin shares our wife got premium for the family, just me and her, and the ad-free has been amazing.
I have been considering it lately because I listen to YouTube while I'm trying to fall asleep, and boy, are the ads obnoxious. Like, just so much worse than they used to be. And it always starts playing like a feature-length ad right while I'm like perfectly comfortable. It's like, here's an ad that's longer than the YouTube video you're listening to.
All right. Firelight's being pretty obnoxious and demanding here, Julian. She says her first unhinged idea is their request because it's my month, she says.
It's true.
Sam and Bucky as their cats from the comics.
Cats from, I don't even know what the heck that is. I would have to look that up because that rings 0 bells. They're cats?
Callison is running through critters from the Linus, Orcus, Spydrin, Lizard People, Tiny Dragon, the revived Archaeopteryx Dino, probably wrong spelling, though. Callison also shares fancy premium is increasingly tempting. No, Coolamp, perhaps you could just pay with your Patreon by giving us your premium credentials. Help us pirate.
Right. No, don't do that. Because like YouTube is linked to your Google, so
Coolamp's second favorite mythological creature, an honest politician.
everybody knows those are made up.
That joke has sent Callison to the grave.
Oh
They are
dear.
dying laughing.
That's an old one.
Adrian S. says, hello, hello.
All right, I have my first creature. It is a cute little cat-sized griffin from the Adventure Mage series, because in that series, I decided that griffins are quite small, actually.
Ooh. Julia,
Yes.
you should draw a sphinx. A sphinx. It's a beautiful idea.
I mean, I don't even need to draw one. I've already done it right here.
Okay, so you're giving the stick away, but you're supposed to draw a sphinx and then display the sphinx, but then reveal the other sphinx.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
It is not a terrible idea. It is a beautiful
I could just
idea.
show off the sphinx that I've totally already drawn.
Fine.
100% drew it myself. And yeah, this you look at this beautiful, majestic creature that I 100% totally drew myself.
The sphinx.
Yep, it's a sphinx. You're welcome. This is Callison's, by the way. Callison, come get your son. Come get your son. Callison's changing her mind. She's like, I want Julian to try to draw that for my postcard, because it's Callison's as well. All right, now Firelight, what is with this cat's? Is this thing? I'm gonna have to look this up.
So catching up with chat, we have a pirate manticore suggestion. Cat Endress writes, I got premium a couple years ago and it's 100% worth it to me. Bear says, hello, I'm at work but sending good vibes.
Hello from work. Okay, wait. Who is it? It's Bucky and Sam.
Sam and Bucky
and Sam.
Bucky and Sam.
Sam as cats.
We have another joke suggestion for mythical creature, an ethical billionaire.
Okay, I'm seeing the big white cat. Is there another cat?
Bucky's cat is Alpine. She's all white. And then Sam has a cat named Figaro for like a couple issues in the 70s.
Probably
Figaro is a harlequin. So they both of their characters at different time have cats. So you first need to look up what their cat was.
Okay, so it's not them as cats. They don't turn into cats within the...
But then you draw them as cats inspired by their cat.
Right. All right, I'm getting lots of comic images of the white cat, but I'm not seeing...
So at Figaro. Sam and Figaro. Put those two into your search bars.
Figaro.
That's what I said, Figaro.
Put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Okay, so kind of black and white?
Well, it was...
Okay, can you spell it for me, Adam?
Foxtrot, India, Golf, Alpha, Romeo, Oscar.
Okay, that's how I spelled it.
It's from the 70s.
Yeah. All I'm seeing, the only one that I'm getting that looks like it's from a comic book page is a black and white cat. Is that correct?
Don't ask me.
That's why I'm asking Firelight.
Firelight says, try Sam Wilson Figaro cat. Bear, the theme is favorite mythical creatures.
Well, it's mythical.
Except mythical. Mythical in general.
More white cat. Okay. Oh, okay.
And yes, Firelight says yes, black and white works.
Okay, I found a couple more that are like a weird looking calico. Like it's mostly white with some calico patches.
That being said, Bear, Firelight is going off script as they are wont to do.
Firelight is like, I see your script and I ignore it.
Firelight confirms it's the, yes, black and white, it's the Harlequin pattern.
Okay, so Sam is that one, and then Bucky just is white one. All right, well, Bucky will be easy because it's just like a cat with a match the metal arm. Which Firelight? I'm just gonna ask you rather than look it up. Which arm is it that he's missing?
I mean, I can Google it.
Or Adam can Google it. Somebody Google it. Left arm. Don't worry, Adam. Firelight's got it. I imagine Firelight has it memorized.
I have confirmed it. It is left arm. Firelight has been fact checked. All right. Mention Bear. Okay. Cool. Callison says, I keep forgetting to rescue my son from Adam's clipboard prison.
Yep. We have your son. We're holding him hostage. Callison didn't have the energy to join us tonight, so we're still holding on to her son.
We thought for sure the hostage deal would be enough, but apparently we overestimated.
Firelight, what kind of energy do you want from these two cats? You want lovey-dovey? You want disdain? You want playful?
Sexy,
like what
smexy.
is the vibe of Bucky and Sam as cats? Everybody else can keep giving suggestions. I'm just being very particular about these cats.
Firelight is laughing, but she has not given us a theme yet. Bucky's probably tired.
Bucky's tired. Okay.
There we go. Hello, Candybug. They're here. They say they almost missed this. Glad you did not.
Welcome in. Welcome in. This was kind of a spur of the moment decision today, as is my way.
Kulim shares with Kat. There is at least one ethical millionaire, the guy who runs Arizona Iced Tea.
Didn't Billie Eilish just give away a bunch of money? I don't know a whole lot about it.
They gave around 22, 23% of their, I think, net worth away. And, like, as far as a way of getting a lot of money, you're not, as a musician, getting a lot of money. You are exploiting fewer people. In fact, the ticketing monopoly is what is exploiting the most people in that scenario.
Mm-hmm. Ticketmaster?
Yeah. And their venues that they monopolize.
Yeah, artists aren't even allowed to use anything but Ticketmaster.
Bear suggests anything with Cyclops because they're a fan of anything with odd number of eyes. They might also enjoy is it the Seraphim? Is that the angel that is all the eyes?
I don't know. It's just a biblically accurate angel.
I'll do Cyclops / Angle as a suggestion line. Firelight shares, it's funny because the Winter Soldier persona is left-handed and so is Sebastian, but Bucky is right-handed. I don't quite understand that, Firelight. Maybe you'll explain it to me. Candybug shares, I've only just arrived. What is the theme for this art stream?
Mythical. The theme is mythical.
Firelight shares, Sam probably feels really cool having his metal wings and shield. Ooh, Candybug is also drawing.
Hey. You can draw together. Don't mind Moraine in the background.
You can, in fact, hear her in the background.
She's scuffling and scuttling around.
We have a suggestion from, who suggested it? There we go. Cat, a 3-headed dog named Spot.
Oddly specific.
Firelight's like, thank you, Julian. I was hoping the cats would not be too challenging because you draw kitties a lot.
Kitties are definitely a fairly safe bet for me.
All right, Callison is suggesting us a couple mythical from Paraguay. The first one is the Eo, Eo. Those are the letters of the word. There's a space in between them. I can spell it again for you later when you need to Google it.
We're probably gonna
She
like
says
culturally insult Paraguay.
that one is a fun one, but Callison also suggests if you want unhinged energy, the Karupi. I prefer the Eo, Eo. Bear says, you're thinking of Ophanim? I'm so lost right now in this chat. Ophanim?
It was probably the angel.
Oh, the angel. Yeah.
Maybe Ophanim? I don't know.
That would make sense. Yeah. Bear also loves big biblical angles. So, you know. Billie Eilish, Candy shares, Billie Eilish is just a multimillionaire in comparison to multi-billionaire. She asked to give more money back to society. Coolimp says, I'm playing Phasmophobia. Now I must look this up. I do not know what Phasmophobia is.
I've heard of it.
I feel like that's a rhythm game, but
I don't think so.
Four-player online co-op paranormal horror game developed and published. Ooh. Co-op horror game. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Are you the one that scares easily and is screaming in your party members' ears? Let's see. I will. Callison says, you can kinda see her in the background. Oh, Moraine. Yeah, she was scuttling about for just a moment. She's just barely visible. Violet shares, the actor Sebastian is left-handed. But in the MCU and the comics, the Winter Soldier is left-handed and Bucky is right-handed. So the Winter Soldier in the comics is not Bucky in the comics. Gotcha. I'm a comic book pleb and only.
No, I think it's Bucky, but for some reason he's right-handed. Throw off the. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand these things, honestly.
Bunny says, at first I thought Bunny said Pegasus, but they say Pegasaurus. They don't know what it looks like. It just sounds funny. The Pegasaurus. Although those mythical creatures, you could do realistic bird-feathered dinosaurs. They're kind of mythical.
You just said realistic, though.
I said kind of mythical. I mean, it's the same thing. You could draw a minotaur and you could draw it realistically.
To be clear, I could not.
Firelight shares with Coolimp, I can't imagine playing horror games while listening to something else. Callison asks you, Julian, what is your favorite mythological creature?
I don't know. I've thought about it often, and I don't know if I have one.
Not a unicorn or a Pegasus or a Unisys.
All of the mythical creatures that I think of are feel overdone, you know?
Jackalope?
That's more of a cryptid.
I mean, they're somewhat mythical. A witch?
Witches are real.
No. Is that the wrong one? Is the Selkie the horse water one?
No, that's a Kelpie. I do like Kelpies.
Kelpie.
Maybe someone should ask me to draw a Kelpie, so I have an excuse to draw one.
Edie?
Edie?
Flareon? They're mythical
What?
creatures. Flareon.
Oh, you mean Pokemon?
Yeah.
Well, then you would ask me what's my favorite Pokemon.
But they're a mythical creature. They count under mythical umbrella.
I don't think so. I don't like mermaids. I don't like vampires. I don't like werewolves. Everything feels like so.
Frankenstein's monster.
That's not a mythical creature.
I think you're being very stringent on your definition of mythical. Too stringent.
Mythical doesn't mean fictional, Adam. Lots of things are fictional.
One definition of mythical is occurring in or characteristic of myths or folk tales. Another is idealized, especially with reference to the past. Pokemon are very much idealized these days by the older millennials who played Pokemons as
No,
youths.
that's not what that means. That's
It
not
is
what
part of
the
the
definition.
definition.
That's not what the definition means, Adam. That
I'm
means
reading it.
it's two different things. So, mythical can mean referring to creatures from folk tales or something that is like the myth. Where is the mythical blep?
How about this? You said mythical is not fictitious. Here I am reading from the definition. Fictitious. A mythical customer whose name appears in the brochure.
No, fictional. Okay, all mythical creatures are fictional, but not all. What is it? All mythical creatures are fictional, but not all fictional creatures are mythical. There it is. Anyway, here's Sam and Bucky as cats. I winged it on the wings. Hopefully they don't look too bad.
Voting in the shield.
They're in the shield.
All right. Bear is attempting to correct my pronunciation. Ophanim. They're the big wheels with the eyes that are all of fire. I'm sorry, chat. I don't have any of the suggestions past Ophanim.
That's one of those nights, guys.
Go through my suggestions that I've collected. Dragon in a top hat. Tanmora, something from the Tamara Pierce books. A griffin over a cauldron. An honest politician. A pirate manticore. An ethical billionaire. A cyclops. An angel. A three-headed dog named Spot. Ayo, ayo. Or a croupie. Or Ophium, which is a angle, or a Pegasaurus. You should probably look up the AO space AO. See,
just the letters A and O and A and O.
With a space in between.
Okay. Well, it certainly is a thing.
Julian has confirmed it certainly is a thing.
One of these illustrations is just a cool looking boar, but the rest of them is a weird critter standing up on its hind legs.
Ooh, we do have a modification to the Minotaur suggestion. Well, we have one who made a pirate Minotaur suggestion. We have another, a Minotaur handing out candy.
See, a Minotaur would require me to draw a muscular man torso, and I don't do muscular men torsos.
So we could do a Minotaur in a baggy pirate costume handing out candy because they're dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah, I'm also kind of bad at men in outfits.
It's not a man, it's a bull's head with a pirate costume.
Is the AO what you want for your thing, Cassidy? Because it's your month as well. Keep looking at suggestions, Adam.
A hippocampus, a Minotaur with a crop top.
The more I say I can't draw something, the more people are like, no, we want that. We want the Minotaur because she can't draw it. So it'll look shitty.
Callison does say a harpy would work.
A harpy? She wants a harpy?
Harpy would work.
What do you want, Callison? Is a harpy what you want?
Decide for her. Give her a harpy and a crop top.
It's gonna have its
handing
titties out.
Candy to the Minotaur.
I hope you appreciate the titties. I can put titties on your card because it's just going to you. To limit myself to other people with other people's.
All right, I'm catching up to chat now. Coolhood mentions the game they're playing is a ghost hunting game, so not quite horror, but ghost hunting.
I've seen it though. I think there's like that one can be pretty intense. That game.
Endress is knitting.
A wholesome activity.
Unless you're imagining piercing somebody's flesh with your hooks, sharp hooks, as you go.
I think you use needles for knitting, not hooks. Hooks are for crocheting.
I can't recall. You might be right. Or you might be wrong.
Adam was very sassy tonight.
The Demiswell is very high proof. And I'm mostly done with my cup.
Right. So Adam is on a different plane of existence than me right now because I am like mush brain and he is fully he is somewhere else.
All right. Ghost hunting, knitting. Candybug says this is less mythical and is just more horrifying but I'm thinking of a romantasy man / blob slime who has the typical romantasy men traits and likes to tell you about having choices.
So it's a slime, but it has romantasy men traits?
Yeah, it's a slime trope of romantasy men.
Wait. Does that mean like an amalgamation of romantasy men or a slime that is romantasy men? Sorry if I'm having a hard time tonight, guys.
I think the answer to those questions is yes, but I will eventually catch up to Candybug.
Because see, an amalgamation of fantasy men, they all look the same, so it'd just be me
it's
drawing.
A blob of tropes. It's supposed to be a slime. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a slime.
Okay.
All right. Callison says, I can't believe I forgot the harpy. Firelight also likes the biblically accurate angle.
I probably can't draw those either.
Angles are super easy to draw, though.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Then you draw one. You go ahead and draw. You come here and get a postcard and draw a nice biblically accurate angle for them. Use a pencil. Somebody's gonna get this postcard. I'm not gonna fucking make it. Somebody's getting this. If this isn't a perfect angle, I'm gonna be upset with you. Because you said it was easy.
And then you just put the little eyes on it.
Okay, well, there you go, guys. I'm gonna fucking mail this. Somebody's getting this.
Well, you gotta do more than that, but like that's the angle.
You said you were gonna draw the biblically accurate one. You gotta put the eyes on it yourself.
I'm not good at eyes.
Well, then you can't draw one, can you?
Well, I can draw the angle.
You said you could draw a biblically accurate angle, and you only drew the angle. That is not biblically accurate. You all heard him here, folks. He said that he could. I'm trying to draw this harpy's face. Why do harpies have to have person faces?
I mean, they don't.
They do according to the pictures I'm looking at.
All right, where am I in the chat? Drop the harpy, biblically accurate angle, Minotaur handing out candy. Bear says, if you're down to draw any cryptids, look up the Fresno Nightcrawler.
We've been over that one. We have been over the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Did you draw that last month?
I've drawn it before, and then I went to draw it last month, and I was like, oh, I've drawn it before, and the one that I drew before was like the perfect version of that, so.
Okay, Hippocampus. Callison does love the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Callison is now cheering the Kelpie suggestion. Or by now, I mean some time ago in chat.
Yeah. Adam's a bit behind.
Like the Fresno Nightcrawler is like 10/10 out of cryptids for me.
The one that I drew had fishnets and high heels.
All right. So, Firelight, did you know that Julie and I were just watching Wicked before this? Her unhinged idea number 2 is Glinda as a goat.
Why a goat? Because Dr. Dillamond can't pronounce her name?
Idea number 3, Alphaba as an orca.
Why an orca? That one's a little bit more impenetrable. Firelight's always good for, like, here's an animal that Julie would never think of this character as.
All right, I have a suggestion from Coolim. A fairy riding a cat. I'm imagining a war fairy, armored cat riding into battle.
I think I've drawn that as a youth. Sounds like something I would have used to have drawn when I was a kid.
All right, I finally caught up to their reactions to your kitty cats. And I'm like, oh, they're so cute.
Oh, we are so behind.
I'm very far behind.
Sorry, chat.
I'm sorry, chat. Julian is being very distracting and argumentative tonight. It's hard to keep up with her and the chat as well. Amazing. And then I'm getting, no, advertisements. You're ruining my reading of the chat. Sounds like it's just a weird little guy. A feathered serpent. We have a suggestion from Cat Endless. Is that a Quetzalcoatl?
Quetzalcoatl?
Yeah.
Adam can't pronounce things. I apologize to everybody who's listening to him attempt to pronounce things.
All right, harpy, fairy riding a cat. Coolant calls me out. Yes, indeed, I did miss the initial suggestion of a fairy riding a cat. I am so far behind. Firelight's brain is half delirious because it's Saturday night and their 6th day of work, which is really, you should be half delirious because the alcohol you're drinking is too high a proof.
I'm half delirious because my brain doesn't like it when the barometric pressure is wrong.
Ooh, Firelight is being reminded of the Hot Petrodactyl boyfriend book. You could draw a hot petrodactyl.
He knows how it's pronounced. He just intentionally pronounces it petrodactyl. Sorry, everyone, again.
All right. As I'm reading things fast and quick to try to keep up with the chat, I don't always have the brain power to convert it to other things, especially when it's out of context. So, yeah, thanks for making fun of me, dear, but
You've been making fun of me all night, and you know it's pronounced pterodactyl. You intentionally pronounce it petrodactyl.
Fairy riding a cat, read that one, said night. Hot petrodactyl, yeah. Kelpies, Firelight also loves kelpies. Good taste from Firelight. Cat, okay, I think this is a clarification of this slime from Cat. Zayden, Grim, and that pine tree smelling guy from Powerless got into a horrible transporter accident.
They all look identical. That's what I'm saying. If they got into a horrible transporter accident, you wouldn't be able to tell. They are identical men. I would just be drawing one bland man.
Firelight suggests giving the harpy a koala face.
It's too late. They already have they kind of look like a teenage boy, honestly, their face. Not their boobs, but their face.
I'm surprised. Their boobs do not look like a teenage boy's face.
No, their boobs do not look like a teenage boy's face. That is, yep. I should hope, at least.
I'm almost caught up with the chat now. Candybug says, the Romantasy Men flesh slime supposed to be an amalgamation, but I also like the idea of a slime copying all Romantasy men and interpreting their appearances and mannerisms in its inhuman slime way.
See, there's a problem with an amalgamation of the fantasy men is that they already are an amalgamation. They are the same guy running from book to book. They're all stupidly tall, all stupidly muscular, all have dark, probably wavy hair. They all have body tattoos. They all have chiseled jaws. They are identical men. If you took out the descriptions of these men and put them side by side and were like, which one is which, no one would know. Anyway, here's the harpy for Callison. Here's your harpy. I apologize for the teenage boy face, but I can't draw faces very well. All right, I've only done 3. Oof, tonight's one of those nights, y'all.
We are one third of the way there.
It is one of those nights.
All right. A hat petrodactyl, a feathered serpent, a fairy riding a cat, Alphaba is an orca.
Wait, winged serpent sounds easy. Let me look at that one. I typed in WI and it was like, you want Willem Dafoe? And I'm like, no, but yes, but no, not this time. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, well I forgot. I don't have to draw one because I have Adam's angle.
Yes, I can improve it.
So that one's going on the pile because somebody's getting an angle. Don't know how to color it, but we'll find out when I get there.
Many eyeballs.
All right, let's look at this here winged snaky.
Okay, doing the snaky wing serpent. So I will catch up on chat. Happy ball mannerisms. Callison thinks the slime is a fun idea. It could be a D&D character too. So Firelight is like, yes, Glinda is mean to her teacher. She deserves to not be able to say her own name. So, yeah. And then orcas are chaos goblins, like Alphaba.
Is Alphaba a chaos goblin? Really? Ultimately? Not on purpose, she's not.
I don't know if she is, but this next image is chef's kiss beautiful. An orca flying on a broom in a witch's outfit. Just ridiculous. All levels of ridiculousness.
It's very ridiculous, but also hard to draw. Do you know how difficult it is to get clothing that goes on like a human onto a critter that's the shape of an orca?
Okay, so you draw the orca first, and since you're doing in pencil, then you draw the broom below it, and then you just like drape Rich's clothing over the top, and then you erase the orca flesh lines that are in the way.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can ever be as good at drawing as you are with that biblically accurate angle.
Firelight also welcomes us to the Wicked movie.
We've seen the stage musical. I just am salty because they split the movie in 2. So it's like I'm not watching it until the next one's almost out.
Callison shares that their harpy will go up next to their cheeked up Silver Surfer.
As it should.
Ooh, Firelight suggests an upgrade to the slime boy monster. If they get into a transporter accident, maybe they could each be the head of a Cerebus.
It means I have to draw 3 man heads.
Just faces.
Yeah, I'm bad at that. We saw what happened when I tried to draw a woman's face just now on that harpy.
Oh, we have a new suggestion, a phoenix guarding an egg.
What are things with wings tonight?
Firelight riffs off it, or if it's Cerebus, but it's Grim, Oro, and caught in between Isla. And yeah, Candybug agrees. The whole, if you look at the descriptions of Romanticy Men, are just the same. Is something a mutual in a private chat room did as a joke to find the difference between them.
If I wasn't so lazy, I'd like look that up, all the descriptions of the fantasy men, and then do like some sort of challenge. Like Adam could read them to me and I could be like, oh, which one is it?
Cannybug continues, let's just say it was not really successful in finding differences.
I imagine not. They are the same man. I swear. They just like, imagining that these books are movies. He's just running from set to set. It's the same guy.
Firelight is hyped for movie part 2 of Wicked.
I'm probably going to be sent straight to musical hell, but I do not particularly like. It's Ariana Grande, right? Who's playing Glinda? Don't particularly like her as Glinda. I wanted to give her a chance. I was like, I don't know about this casting, but I'll give her a chance. I don't like her as Glinda. This is the part where I get roasted in the chat, I'm sure, for not liking her as Glinda.
All right. We have unhinged idea number 4, Steve Rogers as a dodo because he's old and
haven't I already done a dodo for you?
And he's the flightless Captain America.
I did a dodo for you before. Trying to get me to draw more dodos.
Hey, she could be trying to get you to draw more Bigfoots.
Oh, I imagine that's coming. Give it time. All right, here's my winged snake. He's just kind of cute. He's a vibe. I'll make his wings really pretty and rainbowy when I color him. Alrighty, let's see. I feel like I like one of the suggestions.
Steve Rogers is a dodo bird, a phoenix guarding an egg, a hot petrodactyl, a feather serpent, fairy riding a cat, war cat, Alphabuzz is an orca, Glinda's a goat, a kelpie.
I would. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna riff off of the orca one because I think it's a bit silly. I'm gonna get sillier.
We have a new suggestion: a shivved Bigfoot.
Shivved? As in he's been stabbed?
I think that's what I'm getting from that. Shaved. Oh, Coolin corrects it. Shaved Bigfoot. That was not my mistake, by the way. As many mistakes as I may have had tonight, that one was not one of mine.
There's only so many we can blame on Adam's drinking habits for the evening.
My shoulders are only so broad. Eventually, the mistakes will slide off, and someone else will have to bear the burden.
You can take most of them, though.
Firelight hisses in response to your snake bird.
Probably hissing in response to me saying that I don't like Ariana Grande as Glinda.
Oh yeah, that might be what they're hissing at instead.
It's not.
Candy Bug shares that the romantic men should actually be weeping angels, given how chiseled, carved, like a statue they are.
That's true. A shocking number of the women meet the guy by backing into them and thinking that they backed into a wall.
Coolin shares, if you had said that about Camila Cabella, I might have words. Yes, people like the snakebird. Yay.
Yay, snakebird.
And Firelight's like, oh, shaved, so just an oversized dude.
Dude with big old feet. Just a dude with big old feet.
Cannybug shares the big difference between getting shivved and getting shaved.
There is a significant difference, yes.
Firelight mentions I could bring back Bigfoot defying gravity to fill our Bigfoot quota. And they confirm, yes, hissing about Ariana. I thought she did quite a good job.
I've seen better performances of Glinda that were, I don't know, I thought they were better. I thought the physicality and the physical comedy was much better in some of the stage Glindas that I've seen. Ariana is just like too pretty and like too poised, if that makes sense. She's fine. I don't hate her, but she's not my preferred Glinda. She's not who I would pick as my Glinda.
So I think Firelight, Julian would agree that she did a good job, but some people have done an exceptional.
Some people have done a better job.
Hulim suggests that the Bigfoot could be on vacation on a beach. That's why he shaved for the beach event, to get some sun, be a better temperature. So a shaved Bigfoot at the beach. And Firelight shares that she loves Ariana's voice with Cynthia's.
I mean, they probably blend better. I like a little goofiness in my Glinda's voice. I don't know how many other Glindas you've listened to.
John Young says hello. Sorry he's late. He didn't catch the notifications that you were streaming tonight. They also did not see the Wicked movie yet.
It's very pretty, the Wicked movie.
Is it very pretty? I don't know if it's very pretty. It's fun that most of the male background characters are given half kilts so that when they do leg movements and swishy movements for the dance routines, they also get to be swishy like the girls.
It's not just the guys. A lot of the uniforms in the shiz students are half kilts.
I wouldn't say a lot. Many of the women's are just like dresses or skirts.
The main women are just like dresses or skirts, but like if you look in the background at just the ones who are just wearing the uniform, it's like half kilts.
I didn't catch many that were half kilts from the women.
Well, we have more movie to watch, so we'll keep an eye out for it.
We do. And I can confirm how wrong you are, Julian.
Oh my god. I thought you were supposed to get nicer when you got drunk.
And or bombastic? I don't know. I'm only slightly buzzed. I'm not drunk yet, so.
Yet.
Hey, if I don't have another drink, I will probably not get drunk. There's only 2 very powerful shots, basically, in this cup, Idea number 5. This one is not even that unhinged. Firelight, really. Where your hingeditude must grow. Cowardly Lion, Home Alone.
So just like the Cowardly Lion, but doing the Home Alone face?
Oh, there's a Home Alone face? I was thinking...
Yeah, like Kevin McAllister from The Cover, like...
Yeah, I do not remember that face, but I was thinking Cowardly Lion and traps.
Be a lot harder to draw the traps.
Just a giant can of paint swinging across the... and Firelight clarifies, aka he's trapped as the main character in the movie. Lion. Home Alone. John Young shares, I compared Ariana Grande to Mariah Carey because of the singing voice.
Her voice is too pretty. Like, it's gorgeous. It's too gorgeous for Glinda. Glinda should have a little bit of something in there. She shouldn't sound so polished. To me, again.
She even has songs and lines about being surviving based on popularity, not on like skill or merit. So like, and then having a perfect flawless voice coming in there is like contradictory. needs character.
And she looks goofy. Like I get the Glinda hair swooshy thing. Like other Glindas have done that. She doesn't look, other Glindas have sold that. She didn't sell it for me. It definitely seemed like she's like, here I am, I'm being in character. Ha. Versus like other people who I've seen play Glinda on stage have 100% sold me that person literally walks around their life going like, ha, with their hair.
Yeah.
She's not meshing the comedic side of Glinda with like the popular elegant side of Glinda for me. But anyway, here is the whale with the broomstick plummeting from the sky. And she says, this was a terrible idea.
Should have said, not again.
Yeah, I was thinking of throwing in a vase there, as reference to the... I still might.
All right, so we have one new suggestion, and then I'll go back through the list. Tin Man dressed up as Santa Claus. That's mythical.
It's something.
All right, Tin Man is Santa Claus, Cowardly Lion and Home Alone, Shaved Bigfoot, Shivved Bigfoot, Steve Rogers as a dodo bird.
I love how we're still including Shivved Bigfoot as like its own thing.
Phoenix guarding an egg. Alphaba the orca.
I think I drew Alphaba the orca just now. She's just bad at being an orca.
All right. Glinda as a goat, a kelpie, the slime man or Cerebus man.
The
Harpy.
slime.
I think we got the harpy.
Yep, got the harpy.
Hippocampus.
That's just the water horse, right? I think that's what it is.
The Pegasaurus. Ophanim, the eye creature. Kurupi, that's the other Paraguay creature that you haven't looked up. Io.
Spell the other Paraguay creature that I haven't looked up.
Kilo, uniform, Romeo, uniform, Papa, India. That's it.
That one's very human looking. Like he's just a weird little guy. He's just a weird little guy. I feel like possibly a racist little guy. I don't know. Some of these images, I'm not 100% sure.
Three-headed dog named
but here's
Spot.
one with his penis in a wheelbarrow, so apparently he's a large penis little guy. So yep. I don't think I can draw that unless that one was going to be for Cassidy, in which case I would then have to go and cover up my harpy for whoever I send it to.
Calvin suggests you read his description.
Oh, hang on. I'm just looking at images. Let me go to a description. Let's see. Particularly known for an elongated penis that he can wind once or several times around his waist, torso. Hang on, I can read the rest of this Wikipedia. That makes sense. He's feared as an abductor and R-wordist of women. I imagine.
You could just give him a weird belt.
He needs to hang out with the what are they? The raccoon dogs from Japan with their giant ball sacks that they use for stuff. The tanuki. Yes, the tanuki. Yes. Sunday, okay, I'm not going to draw it tonight, but everybody help me remember. I do at some point want to draw this little creature doing the like Spider-Man pointing thing with the tanuki. So he's got his giant wraparound penis and the tanuki's got his giant balls. I don't think I'm in the right headspace to draw that tonight. But
we need to also figure out a third creature that is
also penis and balls related.
Something overly exaggerated body parts. All right, three-headed dog named Spot, a cyclops, an ethical billionaire, a pirate manticore, a manticore handicap canty, a manticore in a crop top, an honest politician, a griffin over a cauldron, Tamora, your favorite mythical creature from Tamora Pierce books, a dragon in a top hat. And I've gotten all on.
I was looking at creatures from Tamora Pierce, and then I got distracted.
Well, you are kind of drawing things, so
I
can take your focus and distract you from looking things up on Google.
A lot of dragons.
Firelight does warn, careful, Julian. If Adam keeps going, he'll start doing the book throwing song.
What is the book throwing song, Adam?
I do not know. This comes from Firelight, not me. She's claiming I am more of a disaster goblin than I am, sullying my good name.
You're pretty disaster goblin-y tonight, I gotta say. A little bit extra. Okay. So I looked up Tortal, the place, the mythical place. And there's also a creature called a Tortle, which also came up, and he's pretty fun. I might have to draw him.
A Tortle.
A Tortle. So I might have to draw the Tortle. Even though no one asked for it. Because, I mean, look at him. Alright, I gotta try to draw this guy. I apologize, everyone. I've become derailed. Or deranged. Or both.
John does share that we may have convinced him to watch Wicked tonight or tomorrow.
Hey, there you go. Have you seen any of the stage version of it?
You reading of the description has made Callison laugh again.
As it should.
The Haruks are evil winged horses. So Haruk is another suggestion.
There were some winged horses in my little looking up of Tortal.
Cat also recommends a partridge and a pear tree. We did get pears from a friend, fresh pears from their tree just
That's
recently.
true. They're more for like cooking than they are for just eating.
Probably. They are storage pears, so they're a little bit better for cooking than straight eating.
Then I'm going to try baking them.
Excellent idea. Are you going to make the crust from scratch, or are you going to get a cheater?
No, I'm just going to bake them. Like, literally cut them up and put them in the oven and bake them and then eat them with a spoon.
Ah, I see. An easy way, a good plan. Apparently, there's a book throwing song in Wicked.
Is that the Dancing Through Life one, or is there a different one that we haven't seen yet?
I don't remember one from how far we've gotten into the movie. So
there was the one where Fiyero goes and throws books around.
Oh no, okay, yeah, they were the Dancing Through Life one. They did have some books get thrown, not many, but some. You're right.
I was fairly distressed during that scene, honestly, with all of the abuse that was happening to the books.
Yeah.
It's like, stop walking on them.
I was just glad that the hamster wheels were obviously fake, not real books in there. We have a new suggestion from Cool Imp, a ferricorn, a ferret unicorn. Ferricorn. That would be an interesting creature. Firelight is a fan. Yes, do it. Do a ferret unicorn. Callison also votes for a ferricorn.
I mean, that's pretty easy to draw because I'm good at ferrets, and all I have to do is put a horn on it.
What type of ferret face is it? Is it the derpy ferret face with a unicorn horn? And where's the horn? Is it like the horn on their rump, on their back, on their head?
One would assume on their head, I guess, but I could be wrong.
Is it where on their head then? Is it on their nose? Is it in their forehead? Is it on the top
generally it's in the forehead, but I could be wrong. I've never actually seen a ferricorn.
Coolin also assumes their head, though they're not an artist. I'm just throwing out ideas.
See, Adam's the artist around here.
Cat also votes for a ferricorn. And yeah, Firelight's like, the Dancing Through Life song gave us all trauma.
Was not prepared.
Also, we have another vote that John should watch Wicked from Firelight. Firelight concurs, John. Watch Wicked tonight or tomorrow. Aw, Em looked out the window and it has stopped snowing by us.
Oh, has it finally? No, no. Look out this window. It's snowing.
I can't see the snow from my
Lean down
angle.
so you can see it better.
Okay, there is snow on the ground in the grasses, but it is no longer actively coming down.
It's definitely actively coming down. Squat down where I am and look at it with the light.
Nope.
You still can't see that?
All right, never mind.
Very obviously snowing.
I mean, you have to look. I have to squat down and look up, but okay.
Adam doesn't believe me, you guys.
The lighting is not ideal to see the snow.
I don't think this snow will stick, but
No. I mean, maybe till the morning, but like not past the morning.
yeah, it's barely sticking right now. Like it's on the grass, but the pavement is still wet.
Coolant suggests mythological creature. John Wick moving on after the beginning of the first movie.
He's just having a happy life.
And then bringing back the word lemming idea, Firelight suggests a word lemming. Although I forget what it is. Is it a man that turns into a lemming? I don't quite.
Or yeah, is it a man that turns into a lemming, or is it a lemming that turns into something else?
Firelight asks, how many more do we have? I think we've got 2 after this.
Yes, 2 more. Because I'm not redrawing Adam's angle.
Callison does cry. Still not snow angel material.
Not yet.
Firelight also cries. We got snow too. It's horrible. Oh, Jesus, awful. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely not a huge fan. Mostly because of the seasonal depression that I know is looming for me in the background. Like, we're coming to get you, Julian. That's the sound seasonal depression makes. This turtle guy that I'm drawing is not actually turning out as cool as I thought he would.
It's a tortal.
Yeah, he's not turning out as cool as I thought he would.
Aw, poor tortal.
I'm going to try to make him cooler.
He's a disappointment to us all, the tortal.
Maybe it's me. I'm the disappointment. I failed him. I'm going to try to make him cooler. Hang on.
And yes, Firelight confirms a man turning into a lemming. Coolin is like, John Wick says, I could go all scorched oath on Vigo's family, but you know what? My wife wouldn't want me to return to that life. So I'll just move on.
He'll just adopt a different puppy, and he'll bubble wrap it to make sure nothing bad can happen to it. And he'll just move on.
Ooh, we have an update. It could be Kirby turning into a lemming because they're both round.
I do have a certain fondness for Kirby, as evidenced by the fact that I'm wearing a Kirby sweater.
Indeed. Callison confirms, yeah, it is officially the Eye of Sauron fake sunlight desk lamp season. That it is.
I find those fake light, like sunlight lamps, to be hugely overstimulating, which poses a problem for me using them.
Cooling shares. And my final suggestion, drum roll please, a popular romantasy that isn't trope-driven drivel.
That is truly mythological indeed, especially the popular part.
Yeah, Firelight says, my seasonal depression hits me in August, so they're already past that. Ish.
Or, deep in it. All right, I think I made him a little bit cooler. I think I may have salvaged him a bit. Anyway, here he is, the turtle. He's a warrior turtle. I stuck a bunch of things in his shell to show how badass he is. I think that helped him be a little bit cooler.
All right,
Alrighty.
we have room for 2 more.
2 more, everyone. 2 more.
I will go through the list. Got a dragon in a top hat. Your favorite creature from Tamura Pierce's book. Griffin over a cauldron. An honest politician. A pirate manticore. Manticore handing out candy. A manticore in a crop top. Ooh. A manticore doesn't have to be a man. You can do a female.
You mean a minotaur?
A minotaur, yeah. So
Manticore is something very different with the 3 heads and the tails. Anyway.
Yeah, I was actually slipping into Minotaur, which is a creature from the book series I'm reading. But you could do a female Minotaur, although I have written down Manticore, but I think it was supposed, so you could do that, but I think it was supposed to be a Minotaur. So you could do a female Minotaur in a pirate costume with a crop top, handing out candy.
Next.
What?
What else you got for me?
That's the best there is.
That's not.
An ethical billionaire.
Somebody said a womanitar.
A Cyclops, a 3-headed dog named Spot, the Ao, the Karupi, the Ophanim, the Pegasaurus, the Hippocampus, the Slime Man. We got a.
Oh, that's right. No, people are reminding me. It's the Ferrocorn. I have to draw the Ferrocorn next.
Ferrocorn.
Yes.
I would have gotten to it. It's at the bottom of the list.
I just happened to glance at the chat, and Cool Imp was like, Ferrocorn is most popular.
Ooh. We also have the suggestion of I have the best idea of a mythical creature, a book everyone loves, says Firelight. So just draw a picture of one of your books.
Right? They're amazing. Everyone loves them.
Let's see.
I assume everyone here has already gotten their copy of Words in Winter and is avidly reading it.
Yeah, I mean, I have.
You had to.
Yep. I mean, I wanted to.
To be fair, you're my alpha reader, so the version you read is probably very different from the version that other people are going to be reading.
Indeed. Okay, and part of this, okay, so there's riffing off of a romantasy that isn't a trope-driven drivel, especially the popular part. I'm sure there are fantastic romantasy books out there, but I haven't found a good and popular one.
Yeah, it's the and popular that's the problem.
I mean, Bridge Over Brighthaven had a little bit of romance in it.
Yeah, no, that's not a Blood Over Brighthaven is not a romantasy. Romantasy is very specifically mostly focused on the romance, with the fantasy as like a set dressing.
No, I would disagree with that because it's mostly focused on the not romance and the not being together part.
What?
Romance to me is actually like courtship and getting to know each other and being in a relationship. Romantasy is none of that. They ain't in a relationship. They aren't getting to know each other or growing closer. They're hating each other and being apart for the majority of it.
Well, you don't read a lot of romantasy. There's a lot of getting together. Usually about halfway they're at least blinking.
Fucking is not getting to know each other better.
It is according to the
hate sex
romantasies.
does not count.
It's not. They're just the only kind of attraction that they have in romantasies is sexual.
That's not romance. I mean,
you're correct. That's romantasy. I think fantasy romance and romantasy are two different things.
all right. Firelight says your Tortall looks kind of Land Before Timey.
A little bit. He's bigger eyes if he was to be properly Land Before Timey.
Firelight is bringing back an old suggestion, a griffin with a shame sign that says, I jumped my mom.
I have my griffin from the beginning, this little guy. He's just a little guy. He's a griffin. He's a griffin from the Adventure Mage universe because the griffins there are cat-sized.
I think Cool Imp is trying to defend themselves from the fact that they do not yet have a copy of your book. They say, I is a broke 43-year-old. Plus, I'm saving for an editor.
I'm just saying. Here's what you do. You gotta be clever about this. You do have to do a little bit of work this way, but if you become a beta reader, you can read it for free when it's in a crappier state.
When it's crunchier.
When it's crunchier.
Are you a fan of crunchy peanut butter? Are you
in book form? All right, I can't get this. There's a pose I want for this ferret, and I can't get it. Come on now.
Yes, Coolimp, that is what I was trying to say. Thank you for calling out. Coolimp says, I think he's trying to say most romantasy isn't real romance. And Firelight's like, Julian wanted somebody to say Kelpie, so I'm saying Kelpie.
One of my books did have Kelpies. I'll probably go back to it someday. I don't think it's abandoned forever.
Indeed. Firelight appreciates your griffin. They think they are cute. Kat mentions Elizabeth Wheatley did a short breaking down the difference between fantasy romance and romantasy, as they are two different genres.
They are definitely two different genres. And there's no people have different opinions, including me, of what those two genres are, but there's no actual, because romantasy is a fairly new genre. So there's not really a hard and fast distinction. You can say that romance has these things, but romantasy we're still coming to terms with. Oh my god, I can draw ferrets, I swear, but this one is fighting me so hard.
Well, this is not a ferret. It's a magical ferricorn, so I can understand why you struggle with it.
And its legs do not want. I'm gonna just start over. I'm starting over. Erasing the whole thing, starting over.
So Coolimp actually watched the short today where Elizabeth Wheatley broke down the difference between fantasy romance and romantasy.
And she and I might agree. I don't know if I follow her.
Oh, and we got Firelight has the suggestion of a Kelpie as a kitty. Kelp kitty?
Kelp kitty? A kelpity?
Kelpity. Backwards paws and a kelp mane.
Backwards paws?
That's what Firelight says. On the shore of a lake. And then Kat mentioning again on the Elizabeth Wheatley short, she makes the case that romantasy grew out of paranormal romance and that it has a lot of those tropes. Huh.
I don't read very much paranormal romance, so that could be true.
Oh, Firelight confirms, yeah, Kelpies have backwards hooves.
Do they? Not the ones in my book. Since when do they have back? That is a thing about I've never heard about Kelpies, and I've read some Kelpie stuff.
You keep drawing. I'm Googling.
Yeah, this Kelpie doesn't have backwards hooves. This Kelpie doesn't have backwards hooves. This Kelpie doesn't have backwards hooves. Where are you getting this backwards hooves thing from?
You keep drawing. I'm researching.
Sounds made up. I mean, it's all made up.
So AI both confirms and denies. It says,
Of
no,
course it does.
Mythological Kelpies do not have backward hooves. They are described as having hooves that are backwards compared to normal horses. Good job, AI.
Yeah, that's AI for you. Maybe I should look at further down.
Kelpie or water kelpie, shifting spirit, inhabiting under various names.
Maybe it's in one of its forms?
Some accounts state that the kelpie retains its hooves when appearing as a human.
Okay, well, that's in the human form. Talking about horse form here.
So it says, okay, further down, one of the kelpie's common identifying characteristics is that its hooves are reversed as compared to those of a normal horse. A trait also shared by the Nikur of Iceland.
Well, I have never heard of that before, and I hate it, so that's not happening.
Some accounts state that the kelpie retains its hooves. Okay, I did that one. Huh. I wonder what it means by reversed hooves.
Just the hooves are on backwards? Yeah, okay, I found one image with a kelpie with the hoof is just on backwards. But most of the drawings I'm seeing of kelpies, the hooves are on right way round. So a lot of people agree with me that that's silly. Also, kelpie is a breed of dog. Getting a lot of those too. I think people would notice because one of the forms a kelpie takes is of a beautiful horse that you can't resist riding. And I think anybody would look at that horse with backwards hooves and go, no.
Or like a horse with a mane of snakes.
I mean, the kelpie has like three main forms. One is a beautiful horse that you can't resist riding. Two is a creepy, gross swamp horse. And three is a humanoid creature, which is arguably very ugly. Kind of depends on who you ask.
Well, the backwards hooves would work with the creepy horse.
Yeah, I have not seen it with the creepy horse either, but perhaps it is more with the creepy
Especially
horse.
if it wasn't just backwards hooves, but like backwards legs, like their whole leg is doing the backwards thing.
Yeah, here's the only illustration, if you want to look at it, I found of the backwards hooves.
Yeah, they're doing
They
the whole leg.
reverse the ankle.
Yeah.
Highly inefficient for running.
Significantly more efficient at creeping you out.
Yeah. This ferret kind of looks like he's wearing a party hat, but oh well.
So Firelight, catching up to chat, Firelight says, hooves, it does, to be honest. It's part of the lore. I fact-checked you yet again, Firelight, and confirmed you were correct.
It is part of some lore, not the lore. Firelight's like, Julian doesn't know anything about Kelpies. I've heard a lot of Kelpie stories, and none of them ever mention the backwards hooves.
Jumping to our other conversation, Kulim agrees. I happen to agree. A lot of romanticy feels like Twilight in the Dark Age of Europe. And Callison is like, yeah, now that you mention it, it's all a Twilight in a different wrapper.
We're all just trying to capture the lightning in the bottle. That was Twilight again.
Firelight's like, thanks, AI. What would we do without you?
Yeah. AI's like, they do and they don't. AI is agreeing with both me and...
It's like, I don't want to make anyone unhappy. Just love me, please.
Right? I'll say whatever you want. All right, I tried to add a second ferret and it looks bad. So we just get one ferret and he's just small. And I don't know. I feel like I need something else in this image, but I don't know what it should be.
A cheese, a knife, a thing they're stealing.
A cheese. Maybe I'll like a cupcake? I don't know. Come here and look at this and tell me what it needs. So I got him finally in the pose that I wanted, but like there's all this blank space right here. Like what?
They are obviously leaping from something.
They're hopping. They're doing the weasel hop. Like,
yes, they're leaping. There's a thing over here that it's like up here that they leapt from. They're doing their fall. They're
falling from something. So they're just going like.
Yes.
What were we watching the other day? Oh, we were watching Bob's Burgers, and Tina kept trying to like jump. And Tina from Bob's Burgers jumps like a ferret. She was just like jump off and fall straight down. I still don't know what I'm drawing though.
I told you they're jumping from a thing.
But what? And like, so
a mountain.
If I draw something, and then if I draw something here, that doesn't help me with this blank space right here.
They could be landing on a pillow.
But they're a unicorn. Maybe okay. Wait. A mushroom, a giant mushroom.
Sure.
Because that's mythically.
And then they could have a smaller mushroom. Alright.
Sorry, everyone. Derailed everything because I had to have Adam try to help me figure out what the heck I'm drawing. It's one of those nights, everybody. One of those nights. I'm making my chat mad at me with all my opinions about Kelpies and Ariana Grande.
All right. That romantic talk again. Kulim says, right down to the forced love triangles, but I could be oversimplifying as well.
I mean, it makes sense because the people who are writing the romanticies right now are the people who grew up with Twilight.
Candiba says, for me, I'm more confident when a book calls itself a fantasy romance than a romantasy at this point.
I mean, I think that my fantasy romance is a fantasy romance. It's definitely not a romantasy. Anybody looking for a romantasy picks that up, they're going to be disappointed. And I put fantasy romance right on the cover just to be sure that everybody understood that's what it was.
Kulim accidentally wrote a romantasy book or two.
Me and publish that shit. Make some money.
Cannybug says, also, someone made a note that for romantasy, it's romance first, romance, fantasy combined, then fantasy, and for fantasy romance, it's fantasy first.
See, yeah, romantasy is just romance wearing a fantasy hat. Don't go looking for lore or world building or things to make sense.
Unless the lore and world building is about how people have sex.
And then that'll be the only.
Mounting each other, so they must mount each other as well.
Yeah, and then if there is that lore, it's the only lore. Like, don't expect any other lore. All right, I'm gonna stop trying to draw this ferret because it's
You were supposed to be drawing a mushroom.
Slowly killing me. I did. I drew 3. All right, he looks like he's jumping from mushroom to mushroom, but I'm okay with that. I just wanted to get the weasel hop that they do, where they just spring into the air. They boing sometimes. They just bounce. That's where Pop Goes the Weasel comes from. They just bounce.
Sprawling.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think part of that scrolling, though, is that their body contorts into the most ridiculous of positions.
He's like mid-weasel war dance, but we don't know what he's war dancing. All right, I got one more postcard. My brain is slowly melting, or
Alright.
it has already melted and has leaked out my ears somewhere. And Nicolas Cage cat has it now.
All right, we got Whir Lemming, John Wick, who moves on, Ferricorn, Partridge in a Pear Tree, Horrocus, Tin Man as a Santa Claus, A Cowardly Lion and Home Alone, A Shaved Bigfoot, Steve Rogers as a dodo bird, Phoenix guarding an egg, a hot petrodactyl, Fairy riding a cat, Glinda as a goat, a kelpie, Kirby lemming, a slime man, a boar, a book everyone loves, a hippocampus, a griffin with a shame sign, a pegasaurus, a kelpie kitty, Ophanin, a kurupi, ayo, a three-headed dog named Spot.
Okay, I think I figured out what I want to draw. So prepare yourselves.
Did you hear that, chat? Prepare yourselves. Julian has figured out what our final postcard of the night will be. All right, now I get to catch up on chat. Firelight, I think, making a joke of themselves. Who has published a Kelpie story? Although I don't mind if mine has backwards hooves. Or I don't remember if mine has backwards hooves.
You don't even remember if your own Kelpie story has backwards hooves.
John.
Someday I will publish the Kelpie story.
John queries, what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
Great question.
This yet to be determined.
We're doing Christmas early with Adam's family around Thanksgiving time, but that's not actually on Thanksgiving. And my family is notoriously awful about getting things sorted and arranged, so we'll probably decide like the day before we do something what we're doing.
Kat is working on what could be a fantasy romance or possibly a romantic fantasy, but she's too tall for it to be a romantasy.
The girlie's got to be teeny tiny.
Firelight says, I still say romantasy is just romance with a fantasy backdrop. Yeah, you know, you're not wrong, Firelight. Firelight says your Ferricorn is defying gravity.
For a moment, until he goes straight down.
Kenny Buck says, sad part is that at one point I just saw romantasy as the same thing as fantasy romance. But now I do make the distinction between the two. And Coolin to Candy Bugs agreed. I see a huge difference between romantasy and fantasy romance these days. We have a new suggestion, though it might be too late. Ariana as a Kelpie, or Glinda if you prefer.
Yeah, I think
with a bad name swoop, Callison adds in. And Cannybug continues, especially since romantasy does what some call trope checklist writing, and that is the style of romantasy now. Yeah, I hate when a style or a whole genre is just, it has to meet this collection of tropes.
Yeah, and nobody's trying to do them well. They're just doing them. Like, all of those tropes could be done well. Nobody's trying to do them well. Because nobody's making them do them well. Everybody's like accepting the slop. This is me getting grumpy. But the readers are accepting the slop. They're just like, yep, this is fine.
Coolant shares, it's why I call it my accidental romantasy, because it might be fantasy romance. I'm just playing it safe and calling it romantasy. Better
for sales.
And they continue, I started
out about a dragon rider traveling across the world to find his parents. But they get laid along the way. But then Coolum continues, then he finds love and his real family. There we go. Found family. I'm a fan of found family.
See, and the thing is that romance can have some sexy scenes in it, and often does. But it's not the whole focus.
Oh goodness. So Candybug finished from Blood and Ash, and they share it was bad. It tried to portray a 200-plus-year-old man as the feminist liberator to an 18-year-old inexperienced and sheltered woman.
As you do.
And Coolump is like, I disagree. Give me a 7-foot-tall woman and you'll have my undivided attention.
I mean, Ryone's not that tall, so unfortunately I can't say that she's 7 feet tall, but she's a tall muscle mommy.
Heading back to Blood and Ash, Candy mentions the 200-plus-year-old man literally traps the 18-year-old woman in from Blood and Ash and ignores the 18-year-old woman's free will after he spent most of the book saying she has a choice and loves her.
It's usually
And Coolump, my self-published book is a found family werewolf book. Farlight's, I love werewolves. I think it might have emphasized that wrongly, but Firelight is a fan of werewolves. Hey, I've managed to catch up to the chat. Are you almost done with your art?
I am. Didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it, but you know what? Close enough for tonight.
Everyone stare with anticipation at Julian, who's almost done with the final postcard.
Yeah, it's all right. Didn't turn out quite like I wanted.
We need to do a Firefly themed.
Firefly is in
I'm all right.
Oh. Firefly is in Take My Love, Take My Land, Take Me Where I Cannot Stand.
Yes. Not a firelight themed one. A firefly.
All right, here it is. Edge Kirby and a lemming. I tried to make the lemming more round, but he did not want to cooperate, so he's slightly more lemming shaped. But they still think each other are very cute. Alrighty.
Coolump shares, my accidental romantasy has a 2,000-year-old dragon rider woman who is 7 foot tall, is hands down one of the best warriors, and loves passionately.
I just saw somebody was talking about romantasy where the woman is also like ridiculously tall. I can't remember who was talking about it.
And yes, Aaron Primate, it was kind of Kirby fan art there. And Julian, you should maybe not look at your phone, but look at your chat and catch up, so I don't have to keep reading it to you.
All right, I'm gonna go through the postcards, and then we're gonna finish up so that I don't keep subjecting everybody to my weird brain tonight. How can we get 10 people tonight? Like other nights, you're like, 4, 5, 10 tonight when Julian's brain isn't working.
You usually get about 10.
All right, so here we have a little cat-sized griffin from the Adventure Mage series. Then for Firelight, we have Bucky and Sam as cats. For Callison, we have a harpy. Harpy. From Adam, we have this amazing biblically accurate angle. It's a little bit hard to see, but you know, it's biblically accurate.
It's just the initial sketch.
It's just in the working sketch.
Yes.
First draft. And we have a winged serpent. This is vibing. We have an orca attempting to be attempting to be Elphaba, and realizing what a terrible idea that is. We have a turtle, which is apparently a thing. We have a ferret unicorn hopping amongst the mushrooms. And we have a Kirby encountering another roundish creature, being a lemming. The lemming was supposed to be more round, but he ended up more lemming shaped because he just didn't want to cooperate as a round creature. So there he is. All right, those are our creations for tonight. Let me see if the chat's up to anything. Everybody's into the kitties. Everybody's like, kitty, 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 kitty. Let's see. The orca needs to stick to boats, I guess. Yeah, probably. Brooms are not really meant to be flown on by such large creatures. Oh, working on some Slime Rancher fan art. More round creatures indeed. All the round creatures. All right, everybody, we are going to close this out because Julian's brain is melting into a puddle like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yay, puddles.
And a teenage girl didn't even throw water on me. I mean, Alphaba probably could make the orca fly, but it would probably still not enjoy its time in the air. All right. Adam, would you like to come over here and say goodbye to the people?
Certainly.
You're rereading Your Enemies to Lovers Corn with the plot book. I mean, those are popular, so should definitely publish that. Julian is melting like the Romantasy Men slime blob.
Indeed.
All right, everybody. Are you ready for the goodbye, Adam?
Always ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.
I say goodbye just as an 11th person joins the chat. I'm sorry, 11th person.
You'll have to rewatch it.
Goodbye. Goodbye.